Arizona is one of 2 states without a texting and driving law to restrict drivers from using their phones behind the wheel. But there are more than 15 jurisdictions in the state that have passed their own ordinances in an effort of curbing this behavior. Reporter Micah Bledsoe has more on what local officials want from the state.
But the truth is, it doesn't happen to you until it happens to you, and then it's too late.
Brendan Lyons, a former firefighter, saw accidents caused by distracted driving while on the job. In Arizona, more than 58,000 accidents in 2017 were related to a driver being distracted behind the wheel, according to a report by the Arizona Department of Transportation. He started Look, Save a Life in 2012 and began working with local officials to pressure state legislators to enact laws keeping people off their cell phones. 3 years later, Lyons was struck by a distracted driver while biking.
Not only did I have a 2-year rehabilitation from cognitive therapy, physical, occupational therapy, but it sent me in a new direction. I was no longer going back. My neurosurgeons were saying, hey, Brendan, you're not going back to your career as a firefighter. So it sent me in a completely other direction.
He says laws to stop distracted driving are necessary to help curb this behavior. Senator Karen Fann worked on the bill passed in July targeting teens.
We want to make sure that we keep our roads safe without being too overbearing on a lot of the bureaucracies.
The law prohibits drivers younger than 18 from using wireless devices while holding their learner's permit and during the first 6 months of their provisional license as a secondary offense.
For teenagers only, I personally think it's the wrong message. Nobody should be texting while driving, but it is a start.
Rolly Simmons is the chairman of the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors. The county adopted a hands-free ban as a primary offense. November 2nd, Yavapai will become the 3rd county in Arizona to propose and pass its own hands-free ordinance aimed at ending texting and driving.
We were waiting and wanting the state to do something that is their responsibility, not ours. But because of their failure to act, this board is going to take on the action.
Prescott City Mayor Greg Mingarelli says given the city's location within Yavapai County, they did something similar to make it easy for his region to understand just how serious the issue is.
We felt like this is dangerous enough out on the road that we need to make it a primary offense to really curb the behavior.
Senator Fann says it is a statewide concern that we have uniform and consistency across the state for residents and tourists in the next few years.
The thing you learn down here at the Capitol is you can't always throw a touchdown every time. Sometimes you have to just move that ball down the field. And this is one of those cases.
Until Arizona passes a statewide measure, Lyons says he will continue working with local jurisdictions to prevent more accidents.
That is not just because of wrong-way drivers. That is not just because of DUIs. There's a greater reason, and that great reason, 94% of all crashes is a direct result of human error.
In Yavapai County, Micah Bledsoe, Cronkite News.